been so long.
I'm so glad to say welcome to today's edition of Unity Train on Unity 93.3 FM. 2 minutes down the hour of 8. And it's a lovely Monday morning, the 30th day in the month of September, the year 2024. Today happens to be the last day in this wonderful month, September. You see, God has been so faithful. Okay, you don't need me to remind you that today is the last day. Know that God has truly been faithful. Yes, you might have been through challenges, all kinds of things, but even at that, you still are alive. God has done it. Give it to God. And we thank Him. His grace and mercy, according to the scripture, says, endures forever. We give Him all the glory. Okay, it's Unity Trend, by the way. Iji Adamu is my name, so you can call me just that name or Kobe, and I'll be just fine. And we are streaming live on Facebook at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. And we have 3 segments to this program. The first is review, the second is transit, and the last is where you get to come in and you join the conversation. In fact, you set the pace. Thank you. You know, I don't do this alone, and so in the studio, I have my shock absorber already seated. I'm talking about Professor Proveno H. Bamaye. He's seated in the studio and he's coming your way with, again, a big good morning, dear listener.
Big good morning could be Suda Makan.
Suda, Prof. Suda.
Viewers and listeners, Suda Makan, have you eaten? Do you have something to eat? Otherwise, pay a visit to your neighbor's house politely and ask for something to eat.
Politely.
Politely. Good morning if you're in other parts of the world where it's not morning, then good afternoon. Good evening. We're glad that you are part of this fantastic broadcast on Unity FM 93.3, Unity TV, Facebook, YouTube. Please tell your neighbors and friends and colleagues we are on air. Let them be part of the conversation. This Unity train is taking off from a fantastic location to a fantastic destination. Please join us, be part of the conversation today, and let's see how we can make Nigeria a better place and how we can make the world a better place. But let me quickly remind you of your goals, objectives, dreams, visions for 2024. Today is the 30th day of September 2024. That means we have 3 more months to go and 2024 will be gone forever. How far? So far have you gone with your goals, your objectives, your dreams, your visions, your aspirations for 2024? Remember, your goals and objectives must be SMART. That means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I'm sure you already know that you meet resistance on the way, but your persistence will break every resistance. Sometimes you seem to be failing, but failure is not fatal. Success is not final. It is the courage to continue that really counts. Sometimes you feel like throwing in the towel. You want to give up, don't give up. Winners don't quit. Quitters don't win. Times might be tough. No problem, don't worry. Tough times never last. It is tough people that do. And I tell you that no matter the economy of the jungle, the lion will not eat grass. The lion is wired and created to eat meat, and he will go looking for it wherever it is found. You are a lion. Go out there and get what you need to make it in life. Stop waiting for the government. Stop waiting for your uncles. Stop waiting for somebody to help you. If you are born poor, it is not your fault. But if you die poor, it is your fault. You have all it takes in you. You have the brain, the intellect to make it in life. Even people who were born without legs, born without hands, born without any limbs, have excelled and have made it in life. What more of you? Maybe you have 2 hands. Even if it's only 1 hand you have, or you don't even have any at all. or you don't even have legs, you can still make it. I saw a young lady who uses her leg to comb her hair, to adorn herself, to put on makeup, because she doesn't have hands. And she drives her car using her feet, her legs. You can make it in life. Tell yourself, I can make it. No matter the situations, the circumstances around me, no matter my background, I can make it. Keep soldiering on. Keep moving. Keep advancing. Don't be stagnant. Don't stay in one place. If you fall down, no problem. All men can fall. It is great men that can rise after a fall. I encourage you, go out today, be a blessing to someone, make a difference in your community, in the society, in the nation, and in the world. And always remember to be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yes, of course, you can. And the more you keep telling yourself that you can, of course, you will see changes. You will see a lot of things coming your way, just as you desire them to be. Okay, so life is not so much about what you have gathered for yourself alone, but it is about how much impact, positive impact that you make in your community. Okay, so this program is one platform that comes your way every Mondays to Fridays, every day. We just do this to make sure that you also be part of those who are making things happen real good. Okay, so don't just fold your hands watching things happen. Be part of those who make them happen. Thank you. In case you're just tuning on, this is Unity Train on Unity 93.3 FM. And so let's just continue as it is. We'll be looking at a few headlines, but of course the conversations, each time we commence, we were to go beyond just what we read as headlines. So stay tuned and enjoy it. Police arrest man calling for Tinubu's resignation in Adamawa State. So, if you've been thinking of making such a call, there's a headline for you to stay tuned and enjoy what a professor will make of this very headline. And so, lion kills man at Obasanjo Library Wildlife Park. This one is a sad one there. 5 dead, others hospitalized after church love feast in Oyo. Another sad one there. Nigerians raised 5 million naira for lady whose twins the father refused responsibility for Japa. Japa syndrome. Nigerian lecturer left a woman with twin pregnancy. And this is this particular headline is from TG News. Okay, we have our own. On the plateau here, issues of elections are fast approaching, okay? It's just after today, it will be the very month with which we'll be electing people who we want them to lead us at the grassroots.
And you know, Saturday was full of activities in preparation for the elections. PLATEAU conducted a mock election on Saturday in 6 local government areas. Wase local government area, Panction local government area, Rion local government area, Just Not local government area, and which other one? 6 of them. So far, so good. The mock election appears to have been successful, and it tells people that PLATEAU is preparing for this forthcoming election on the 9th of October. And even as PLATEAU is preparing, I hope that the good people of Plateau State were prepared. Prepared to vote in the right candidates. Of course, they have already started campaigning. But these are people that live with us, so we know them on the grassroots. We know those who will do the job.
Better,
and we know those that are only going in there for themselves. So our call to the good people of Plateau is that don't vote based on party. Don't vote based on religion. Don't vote based on ethnicity. Don't vote based on nepotism. Vote for competence. Vote for character. Vote for capacity. People that will perform. People that at the end of 2 years, because now they say it will be 2 years, you'll be able to smile and be happy that we voted in the right local government chairman and the right councillors. So, as we're preparing for this, prayerfully, let's ensure that we vote as a matter of conscience for the right people. The same Saturday also was the World Rabies Day, and we had mass vaccinations for dogs at the veterinary teaching hospital. Polo Runabout, Honorable Samson Ishaku Bugama was there along with other dignitaries. It's a wonderful time, kickstarting the vaccination campaign all over Plateau State. This vaccination will go around the 17 local government areas of Plateau State. All right, so this is fantastic. If you have a dog wherever you are on the plateau, get ready for your dogs to be vaccinated. And of course, we had a wonderful seminar also, and many other activities. And then the legendary Professor Ochakpa Onazi was also buried on Saturday in neighboring Benue State. We continue to pray for comfort for his family, and may his soul rest in peace. And yesterday, Sunday, was the World Heart Day. You know, a lot of things affect the heart, matters of the heart. And the heart is very important. And a lot of cardiovascular issues are prevalent in our country. People are beginning to develop all manner of heart diseases. And it is important to remind people that you need to do the right thing to take care of your heart. Because if anything affects the heart, the whole of your body will be affected. And today, Monday, 30th September, is the World International Day for Translation. World International Translation Day, in which they will be remembering translation of books, literature from one language to the other. And even when people speak these days, sometimes you have to translate, you have to interpret. At the United Nations, the meetings are mostly held in English and translated to French, Arabic, and other international languages. So today, the world is remembering the importance of translation. If not for translation, we will not have access to a lot of information that we have today.
Yes.
And so the weekend has been very wonderful. And the headlines you've read are some of the things that happened over the weekend. Some of them pretty sad, some of them wonderful and interesting. But the sad ones, a man was killed by a lion at Olusegun Obasanjo's Presidential Library in Abeokuta, Ogun State. The man was said to have, after closing hours, some visitors came and they wanted to see the lion. And because of them, the man allowed them to come in, and he decided to demonstrate to them the feeding of the lion. He decided to feed the lion in their presence. And so he went into the lion's enclosure. Usually there is a place you keep the lion, and you must always make sure that when you are going in to keep the meat that the lion will eat, you have to make sure that that enclosure is properly closed and locked. The mistake Babaji Daule from Bauchi State, his name is Babaji Daule from Bauchi State, made was that probably due to overconfidence, or because he has been feeding this lion for years,
probably.
He made the mistake, he left the small enclosure where the lion is, from which the lion will come out and go to eat his meat. He whether forgot or by whatever means, he left it open. So as he was going in to feed the lion, suddenly the lion came out from that enclosure. And instead of going for the meat, the lion decided to grab Babaji Daule.
This is someone who has been feeding this.
He has been feeding the lion for years. So the lion grabbed Babaji Daule in front of the visitors who had come. And before help could come his way, the lion had already gotten a hold of his jugular. And by the time help arrived, the man was already dead. And the lion was still holding on to the jugular of Babaji Daule. The lion felt he has gotten a prey, fresh meat to eat, until the zookeepers had to put the lion to sleep. The lion was shot to death before he loosed his grip on the neck of Babaji.
It's very sad.
Really sad. So,
it is.
May the soul of Babaji Daule rest in peace. And we pray that God will comfort his family in Bauchi State, going all the way from Bauchi State to Abeokuta, Ogun State to work, to take care of this lion in the zoo. Now his life has ended up tragically, and he's a young man, 35 years old. You know, at 35, he died a most gruesome death. I think lots of lessons for us to learn, just like the one that happened at Ife. Wild animals are wild animals. It doesn't matter how friendly they are, they are still wild animals. You must take adequate precaution. When you're handling a wild animal, you must think like that wild animal. The wild animal does not know that you're his friend. When he's hungry, he sees you as food, meat for him. Don't ever get over familiar with a wild animal. As a matter of policy, anytime you're going to attend to an animal, a wild animal, you must ensure that you got your back covered. You must ensure that there is adequate precaution. In fact, when you're going in, make sure there is somebody else there. Other people, possibly armed. Even yourself, you should be armed, because anything can happen. Wild animals can just act based on instinct. Suddenly, you know, their behavior can just change. A woman who had kept a chimpanzee for years, one day the chimpanzee turned on her and killed her friend, and almost killed her before help came her way. So you must be very careful when you're handling a wild animal. Many years ago, in that same city, Abeokuta, an European woman was keeping a lion. She brought the lion cub while the lion was still young, and kept the lion, feeding the lion, to buy a goat to give the lion, and the lion was growing and growing and growing. More than 20 years ago, my senior colleague, Dr. Oshifison, of blessed memory now, had to advise the woman and said, because the woman noticed that sometimes when she goes to feed the lion will just attempt as if he will attack her. So she was scared. When she met my senior colleague, later Dr. Oshifison, he said, look, madam, this is a wild animal, and you can't predict his behavior. It's better you donate the animal, donate it to the zoo. And that's what she did. So if you're keeping a wild animal, you must be very, very vigilant and extra careful. Unfortunately, this has happened. It is not the first or second or third time it has happened in this country. We hope that zoos can take adequate precaution, and those who keep, wild animals can take necessary precautions so that we can stop this unnecessary loss of human lives. Now, the other headline in Adamawa State, a young man climbed a 34 kV. This is a high tension pole wire in Abeokuta, Adamawa State. And Abeokuta is, Mayobelwa. Mayobelwa in Adamawa State. Mayobelwa is located along the road between Yola and Jalingo.
Exactly.
So between Yola and Jalingo, you have Mayobelwa local government. This young man climbed this high tension pole wire. And he said that he is not going to come down. He climbed it on Friday evening, continued into Saturday. He said he's not coming down from this 34 kVA high tension pole wire until Bola Ahmed Tinubu resigns. He's not going to come down.
Oh my.
It was a drama for the people of Mayobelwa. The matter was reported to the police. The police came as usual. The young man still refused that he will not come down. He will only come down on the condition that His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu resigns as the president of Nigeria, because he's tired of the suffering. He wants a change of government. And well, the local people were able to finally persuade him with much words, with much entreaty. They were able to persuade him, and then he agreed to come down from that high tension pole wire. And by the time he came down, he was arrested by the police. Of course, he's in police custody right now. It is a crime against the Federal Republic of Nigeria to commit suicide. So if you attempt suicide and you don't succeed, you'll be arrested. If you succeed, well, there is nothing they can do. You're already gone.
Yes.
He has attempted suicide, which he did not succeed because he was persuaded to come down, and so he is under arrest now. He'll be charged to court for disturbing public peace and for attempting to take his own life. He will serve a minimum of 1 year in prison, maximum of whatever the judge wants to give him. This is rather unfortunate for the young man, but I think our politicians should know that Nigerians are suffering. If somebody is willing to climb a high tension pole wire,
that already is
enough message to our politicians that things are not well with us in this country, that the economy is bad, that there is too much hardship, that the suffering has reached a zenith that the average Nigerian cannot cope anymore. You know, the twin evil of removing oil subsidy and floating the naira has affected virtually every aspect, every sector, every fabric of the Nigerian economy, because we are an oil-based economy. Once you remove subsidy, every other thing is affected. We are buying petrol for 179 naira NNPC mega stations. As soon as His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over power, he said subsidy is gone, and suddenly the price rose to 617, more than 300% increase in petrol price. And now we're talking about not 617, we're talking about 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 and above per liter in petrol stations across the country. Now, tell me where in the world did it ever happen that the price of petrol was increased by more than 300% and that economy survived? Where did it ever happen? Now the increase has even reached more than 500% from the 179 that we're buying. Now it is more than 500% increase in petrol.
Okay.
How will Nigerians survive in an oil-based economy? I was just studying just today. I looked at the study of Garment et al. 2024. He studied removal of oil subsidies from the year 2000 to the year 2023. He just published in the journal Extractive Industries and Society, volume 18. He published his findings just recently, June 2024. From the year 2000 to the year 2023, he studied developing countries that removed oil subsidy. Among all the countries that removed oil subsidy, there is no one single country that the economy is doing better after removing the oil subsidy. In fact, he associated the removal of oil subsidy with poverty. Increased poverty in these nations, increased sufferings of the people, increased corruption among members of the elite in the society, the political leaders. So you just need to be scientific about these things. Somebody has studied developing nations from 2000 to 2023, just published it in June 2024, that the nations that removed oil subsidy did not become developed. They did not even progress at all. The sufferings of the people did not reduce, it rather increased. There was increased poverty. There was increased apprehension among the people, misunderstanding of government policies, and the infrastructure decay set in. And nothing really positive happened in those nations. And suddenly, Nigeria were making the mistake of other nations.
Okay.
Because maybe IMF or World Bank or some organization have deceived us and said, remove oil subsidy.
Okay.
You don't remove oil subsidy just overnight at once without making adequate provision, shock absorbers that will help the people cushion the effects of the removal of the oil subsidy. That is why today there is increased poverty in Nigeria, increased insecurity. with electricity tariffs increased, the purchasing power of the average Nigerian has been grossly weakened. The new minimum wage of 70,000 has become virtually useless as a result of hyperinflation, galloping inflation, skyrocketing inflation. So I think the message to our political leaders is let's go back to the drawing board. Let's bring in technocrats, experts that will help our politicians to do the right thing that will make this country become better.
All right, thank you very much, Prof. Our listener and viewer, a commercial break is coming your way. We'll be right back after you, please. Stay tuned.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It a kill law, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was saying things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead.
So welcome back to Unity Train on Unity 93.3 FM. I'm so excited. The reason is because you are tuned to this wonderful radio program, and of course we are streaming live on Facebook at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. Of course, I would love to say this very quickly. In case you want to promote your goods and services, why not? We are here. at your service. So you can just call me on 0808-478-9999. I'll give you the line again before we say bye-bye on this very show, in case you want to promote your goods and services. This is the second segment of Unity Trend this morning, and it's transit segment. You know, every Monday what we do is that we run through the headlines, even from the first segment to the second segment of Unity Trend. And so that's what we'll be doing this morning, and we call it Over the Weekend Review of Unity Trend program. So in the studio it has been Professor Paveno H. Ba Mayi. He has always been here just to encourage our dear listener, and of course even the presenter too is all the time being encouraged by Professor's words. And Barrister Paul Zaruma happens to be away from the studio this morning, but I pray that he is doing fine, yes, wherever he is. Barrister, a good morning to you. Okay, we've been joined in the studio this morning by someone who has been away for quite some time, and thank God he found it worthy to be in the studio with us this morning. And he's Honorable Felix JP, the advisor to the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Igbo community here in Plateau State, Nigeria. I will let him say a big good morning, and then we'll continue. Honorable Felix, sir, good morning, sir.
Thank you, my fellow listeners. Today we are so happy. By tomorrow we are going to be 64 years in Nigeria. All are welcome.
Yes, a national day for us tomorrow. A great day we all have been expecting, and it has been our prayer. And of course, God in His grace and mercy is making it possible again. So I pray that we'll be able to see tomorrow, and then we celebrate tomorrow together. All right, we have been looking at lots of issues. One has been about the man at Adamawa, who thought he could just be there to ensure, to bring about the resignations of his Mr. President. Okay, so Japa syndrome, Nigerian lecturer left woman with twin pregnancy, from TG News. And Nigerians raised the 5 million naira for a lady whose twin father refused responsibility for Japa. Again, 5 dead, others hospitalized after church love feast in Oyo. Lion kills man at Obasanjo Library Wildlife Park. Police arrest man calling for Tinubu's resignation in Adamawa. This and a lot more, of course. Professor, back to you.
Could be Nigerians are wonderful people. Let's look at the story of the young woman that her boyfriend deceived her, got her pregnant, and Japa out of the country. The young man was a lecturer in HAUSA Polytechnic, but he now got something better outside the country. So he decided to leave. And this young lady was already pregnant. He had already told her he was going to get married to her, and all those things. Of course, young people, like we've advised before, please, be careful, keep yourself. Don't allow somebody get you pregnant before he marries you. Because he can dump you and leave you any day, anytime. The fact that you're preparing for a marriage doesn't mean you're married. So, in this case, the young man left the country and left Evelyn Blessing Bremo with a pregnancy, which she later discovered were twins. She gave birth. Since he left, he cut off communication. She gave birth, no communication. Not one dime, not one kobo was sent. She decided to go with her mother to see the family of the young man, and the father to her boyfriend rained insults on them, and chased them out of the house in Ondo State. So, but the lady decided to, well, let me take my destiny in my hands. Where there is life, there is hope. And where there is a will, there is a way. She gave birth and started taking care of these babies, but life became extremely difficult. And indeed, for most Nigerians, the current economy is really biting out. On Saturday, 28th September 2024, this young lady just went on TikTok and presented her matter to Nigerians. Look at what has happened to me. My boyfriend, husband-to-be that was supposed to marry me, got me pregnant and abandoned me, jackpot out of the country. Now I'm suffering. I can't pay any bills. I can't take care of these twins and all that. Nigerians are compassionate people. Yes. Do you know that within 24 hours between Saturday and yesterday, Sunday, Nigerians had raised 5 million naira for this young lady?
Interesting.
Tell me why in the world people would do something like this. I mean, Nigerians are used to insulting people. I thought they would just say, hey, it serves you right, foolish girl, why did you allow me? But, the surprising thing was that they raised 5 million for her. Now she's smiling, she's very grateful. 5 million naira for doing nothing, for just saying, I am in a problem, please, can somebody help me? That's why the elders say that it is only those who refuse to cry out for help that fail to get help. If you scream, you cry out that you need help, help will come your way. If you begin to scream now in this studio, you see all the people around here, they will run into this place and say, what is the problem? Can we help you?
Yes.
So that's why some motivational speakers have said that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. An open mouth is an open destiny. If you close your mouth, no help will come. Yes. Now that she cried out, help came her way.
Prof, let's look at this, ladies. She would have just decided to just sell this, or maybe just want to, the ritualists, of course, and maybe just dump them somewhere, and just find
like another lady was trying to sell her baby, 5 months old.
So I think these are some of the reasons with which Nigerians will say, no, it's something commendable, and let's just see how we could help out in this situation.
That's humanity at its best. Putting yourself in the situation of somebody who is in difficulty, that is passing through challenges, and saying, how do I help this person? This person is in a desperate situation. I mean, that is humanity.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have other issues here. This one is for Love Feast. And,
the Love Feast at Ibadan, Oyo State. The church had a wonderful Love Feast where they gathered to eat and dine and celebrate the previous Sunday. And after all the eating and the drinking and the celebration, suddenly some of the members became sick. Some of them died as a result, and some are still in hospitalized. Now, the epidemiological unit in Oyo State will have to conduct an investigation and find out what is the source of the problem. Food poisoning? From where did it originate from? Because immediately when something like this happens, you suspect food poisoning. If it is food poisoning, which of the food? Why is it that some people had no symptoms while others died, others were hospitalized? Could it be that those people whom did not take ill, maybe they did not eat the food? Or they ate the food in a small quantity, because also the dose of the poison can determine how quickly it acts on the body. Or is it some particular plates that were poisoned and others were not? And what was the concentration of the poison? What exactly, what kind of poison exactly was it? Who brought the poison? What exactly happened? And this is something that the investigation will have to unravel. It is pertinent to mention here that when you go to large gatherings where they're distributing food, you have to be careful. Don't just rush to eating. I know because the economy is bad now, anywhere people see food, they will just go and just eat it. Because some of those food maybe has been left for more than 6 hours. And when you leave food for more than 6 hours, the golden time, you discover that salmonella, other organisms, might have grown, starved, E. coli, and the rest, and the toxins will have been released inside this food. Consuming that food will be tantamount to eating poison. And then sometimes also you have enemies at work. They want to kill somebody. They're wicked, desperately wicked. I know a young lady when we were in Malaysia. She's a Nigerian, doing fantastically well. She has a big restaurant in Malaysia. She's a Nigerian, and she comes from the south part of this country. She left Malaysia and came on visit to her community. I think attended a burial one time. She herself did not return back to Malaysia. She was poisoned. They put poison in her food, and she died and was buried. She never returned back. And that's why another lady was coming from East Africa. She told me, I'm coming to Nigeria. There is so. When she arrived at the airport in Lagos, she called me. I said, as you're going, be careful what you eat. Because you have people who are desperately wicked, satanic, barbaric. When they see that somebody is making progress in life, they want to get rid of the person. They want to eliminate the person. So don't just go anywhere and just start eating. Don't just have that voracious appetite to just devour anything you see. Be careful where you eat, who you eat from, how you eat, and what you eat. You need to be extremely careful. You know, especially when you have food in big gatherings and a lot of people are eating, and you also just want to join, and somebody brings food and comes and straight to you and give it to you. You don't know the person. You know, there was a day a young lady called me here in Jos. She said, today, if anybody gives you food, don't eat it. Don't accept food from anybody. So that's a good precaution. Probably she has known that some people are planning some things and whatever, you know. It is God who protects, you know. But we must be very careful. We have to play our own role. It's not just any food. If you have any doubt about the food, don't take it.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor. I think at this point, we will just start looking at how the efforts of PLASEC in trying to bring about, so far it has been so transparent. Well, that is left for you to say. Felix, Honorable Felix is here. So we just want to see how far so far the effort of PLASEC, looking at the forthcoming local government elections, the encouragement, public confidence, okay, the electorate's confidence, that too is one thing. So let's just hear what Honorable Felix would have to say in this regard, all about elections. So,
thank you, Mr. Groupie. You see, this election of PLASEC is sacrosanct on the 9th of October, 2024. His Excellency has said it. He said he doesn't want to intervene in any manner. Election is to be conducted. Go and try your popularity, irrespective of the party you belong to. It is not because I'm in PDP, I will win. Or you have seen in other states, they say all any state that is controlling, any party that is controlling any state will win all the election, whether you are good or bad. And it's killing the economy of this country. If you are not good, there are people that are popular in some wards or in some local government. And if they have the good quality, I think people should give them their mandate and the person will do well. So, and Governor has said it. He said, please, make sure you exercise your franchise. And let me tell you people, as we speak, security has been put in place. Nobody will molest you. Nobody will harass you. Anybody you think you can vote for, go ahead and vote. And you can see the chairman, PLASEC, he has been transparent. He has said it to everybody. He had town hall meetings with some stakeholders, and he told them, please, I am not here to witch hunt any party. You know, I wouldn't want to go too far, but you remember what happened during the last election when our APC was at the head of controlling the state. But what we are saying is that even if somebody has done wrong, we cannot dwell in that. We must show that at least democracy has come to stay, especially here on the plateau.
So from what we've had in the previous government, there's this room to improve, and you're seeing a very laudable improvement in terms of we're yet to have one, but then so far with what we've seen happening with PLASEC, okay, it shows that confidence is really in place, and people are beginning to feel that this election is not one that the governor or the party in control will just take advantage and then have it all for themselves. Like you have said also, that even His Excellency, Mr. Governor, had made it clear, and even from before the inaugural meeting, I mean the inaugurations of the PLASEC, he has always been saying that he will not interfere.
Exactly.
He will not interfere, and that has been his words. And so, how much do you see that? Do you see that truly Mr. Governor, His Excellency, is actually ready to make sure that everyone tries his popularity.
Yes, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mudfan said he doesn't want vote apathy. He wants people to come out and vote. And let me tell you the truth. If you want to play game in politics, at the end of the day, you pay for it. Do you know that if APC has allowed free and fair election during that election they did, it will have shown that they will have seen their lapses and they wouldn't have lost woefully the way they lost in 2023. You can see what happened in Plateau State. Even if not because of the court intervention, you can see that even that there's nothing like power of incumbency. You can see the people voted according to their conscience. Because what? Because they were not happy with APC government. But you can see that His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mudfan, it's just about a year and a few months. You can see the projects on ground. Why he stopped a little bit? Because of the rainy season. You can see, when he came on board, Mangu local government, Kanam, Dengi, Riom, and other local government, they were on fire. Insecurity. People were slaughtered like goats, like chicken in the local government. But to some extent, you can see that we don't hear it much. And that is what everybody wants. We want a peaceful state. Because if Plateau is not peaceful, myself and
except for Bokos, right?
Yes, Bokos for some time, but it's not much, even in Bokos as we speak. Security is not something you say in open. It's not easy. To destroy is very easy. We are here in the studio. Do you know that if you want to destroy here, it's just like this. Everywhere will be on fire. But to rebuild is very difficult. Very difficult. So I'm telling you that that young man is doing his best. I mean, His Excellency. And we believe that he's better. This thing is yet to come. Okay. I'm not here to promote him. Sorry, I'm not here to promote him. But I'm trying to tell you. Yes. And when I say something, I say with facts and figures. So I'm not here to promote the government. But I'm trying to tell you that you can see it yourself. When you have something on your hand, you don't need to use glass to see what it is.
All right. Oh, that's lovely. Well, we're talking about how to be deliberate in building public confidence so that people would go out and vote the very person with which they feel will serve them better. So, Professor is here. Of course, this topic is not one that will exclude his input. And so, please, well, it's like a call, actually, so that even Plasek, so far so good, that this so far so good will be, extended even until, even after the elections. We want to see it translated even on the day of elections as well.
We want to see Plasek walk the talk. Other Plaseks over the years have talked and talked and talked. And they are also talking. We are waiting for October 9th to see action.
Exactly, yes.
From what they're saying, it looks as if they're serious to make a difference, to give a more credible election. But we will only judge them after they have conducted the election. If the election is transparent, credible, then we give them a pass mark. And this is very important, that Plasek must ensure that we have a very credible election and that it is transparent. And that all the election observers, of whom I'm one of them, that all the election observers will truly report back that the elections were conducted in a very transparent manner, in a credible manner. People were not harassed. There was no vote buying. There was no snatching of ballot box. There was no all those giving people money, and all that to vote, and denying, party agents access to venues of collation, and all such. No announcement of results at midnight when people are sleeping. Everything must be transparent. We don't want to hear cases where at the collation center the number is different from the one that is announced by the returning officer. So Plasek must put in measures to ensure that the votes of the people of Plateau counts.
Okay.
It's very important.
Votes of the people counts. Now, you mentioned vote buying. Okay, is it also in the hands of Plasek to ensure that there is nothing like that? Vote buying, and of course, there won't be any vote buying if there's no vote selling. Yes. So what happened? What should Plasek
when
do?
these people are buying voters in broad daylight, like we've seen in the past in different places. They do it right there, even in front of plastic officials. And of course, to a great extent, we will blame law enforcement agents who see these things and they turn their face the other way around. When people are being given money, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, or whatever it is, so that they can go and vote a particular party or particular candidate. And you're seeing it happening and you don't do anything about it, you're complicit. You're part of the corruption that is taking place. So, Plastic in collaboration, because the whole election process has been entrusted into the hands of Plastic. They're the ones that are supposed to work with the law enforcement agents to ensure that we have a credible election. They must ensure that there is no vote selling or buying within the premises or anywhere near any of these voting centers. It is their responsibility. It is their duty. And law enforcement agents, I know that they are listening. When you see things like this happening, I mean, you don't keep quiet. Why are you armed? Why are you there standing? It is to ensure that nobody comes there, snatch a ballot box. Nobody comes there, stuff the ballot box. Nobody comes there and begins to give money to people. And you know that the average Nigerian is extremely hungry. All he just wants is food. He doesn't care about tomorrow. He cares about just today. No. If you just give 5,000 and say go and vote for Soboroto, he's ready to just quickly vote that Soboroto.
What if coincidentally one of the aspirants is Soboroto?
Well, I know none of them is Soboroto. That's what
I want to tell you. You see, what I want to say is that we are not, PDP is not afraid of this election. We want it to be transparent. We want it to be credible.
That has been the call from
and
Mr.
that
Governor.
is, yes, I love what you're saying. But like you said, your last statement, people are hungry. Sometimes it is not even people that, it is not the party agent that demand for such. Some of them will come to the polling unit and say, please, anything for us. I don't
so
know
the people themselves, the electorate.
Yeah, the electorate. And sometimes some people might give out of, maybe just let me give you for transportation. It's not as if they are buying it. I'm just trying to say. And moreover, the security too. In Nigeria, you can see how it is. Some of them too are hungry. Things are not that the situation is bad. So, but nobody is encouraging that. But you know, sometimes the party can decide to bring pure water, bring minerals, bring some snacks, just for people that are there to have a place. But not that they are saying that they should vote for any party. But what am I saying is that, looking here on the plateau, the PDP government has done pretty well. So if you look at it, vote to your conscience. Any party you want to vote for, that is not.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's time for a commercial break.
Just before then, you know, there's a good Nigerian in the midst of all this suffering that found some money, and he wants the owner of the money to come for it.
Yes.
The owner has not yet come for it.
Exactly.
So you can give out your phone number. Or maybe mine, because he said he doesn't want the people to call him directly. He got the money. If the money is yours, you know how much it is.
You come and identify.
You identify maybe the denominations where it is kept. So this public announcement that a good Nigerian who is not corrupt, who cannot be bought,
it's not easy,
you know, has kept this money. Please, if it is your money, come for it. Call Kulbi. You can also call my number. Maybe I should read out my number, 090-3579-4545, because yesterday this young, 090-3579-4545, 090-3579-4545. The young man is saying this money is with me. The owner should come for it yesterday.
That's a good information.
Yesterday he met me physically.
All right, thank you very
much. And said the
owner
of the money should come and collect his money.
Thank you very much, listener and viewer. Commercial break is coming your way. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
TV.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It a kill law, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here.
Thank you, dear listener. I am so excited. The reason is because you are still tuned to this wonderful radio station, Unity 93.3 FM, and it's Unity Train. That's the program. And Iji Adamu is my name. Could be, if you like, your regular anchor on this wonderful program. I just want to encourage that you keep building yourself, okay? The worst you can do to yourself is to have an opportunity you cannot deliver. All right, so please stay tuned. We'll continue to do, and this is in fact the segment with which you take lead on this very program. You will now begin to call. The studio line is still there, the same as yesterday, 07032353315. And again, you can already go to our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM/TVJOS. We are streaming live, and so your comments there, I'll get to read them. Again in the studio, earlier on, it was Professor Pavano H. Bamayi, and still in the studio this morning is a senior special advisor on Igbo Community Affairs in Plateau State, that is to His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State. And so he's still in the studio, and I'll let him say another big good morning, and then he tells us about this position, this appointment as a senior special assistant to His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State. Sir, If you don't mind, another big good morning to our dear listener before we put on the studio line and they get to hear from you.
Good morning, my fellow listeners and the lovers of Unity FM TV station 93.3 live on the studio. You're welcome, all of you.
All right, that is it. You've heard the voice of SSA to His Excellency, and now let's just begin to pick your call. But before you do, can you just tell me? I think this is the first time after this appointment was, announced. This is the first time you are coming to the studio.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh my!
This is the first time.
Let's celebrate you.
Thank you so
and
much.
Celebrate, of course, not only you. We celebrate the entire Igbo community in Plateau.
Yes, it's not only the Igbo community that this appointment was given. Governor gave to Igbo community, gave to Yoruba community, gave to South nationalities, gave to Middle Belt, gave to HAUSA community, gave to Fulani community, gave to Muslim indigenes. In fact, this is the first time he's doing this on the Plateau. That's to tell you that the governor is passionate about all the communities. And he said that whatever you think you want the government to do for your community, go through this senior special assistance. Because for you to get His Excellency sometimes, it might not be easy because of the protocol, and he's a busy man. But whatever you go and see, whenever you go and see all the senior special assistant to the various communities, it is as good as we are talking to the governor. And these people are vibrant people. These people are people who want the governor to succeed. So they are always there to make sure they carry your plights, they carry all your needs, they carry whatever. Even if it is a good innovation, you want the governor to at least to be queued or factored into. Believe you me, they will do it better. And they will make sure that they carry all the communities along.
I love it when you mentioned if anybody who wants to see or say something to the governor and is not able to, just identify the community he belongs to, and then you get to see these any of the SSA, especially that which, of course, is from your community. Then you talk to the person gets to link up with the governor, and then your issues are solved.
Exactly.
Oh, I think that is lovely. And this shows that the governor has so decided to be accessible.
Yes.
These are efforts to be accessible.
Some governors before, in the years past, you see them staying in Abuja all through. They don't even come on the Plateau or in various states. But I tell you, unless the governor is not in town, maybe he traveled on a national assignment in abroad, but he's always here on the Plateau. And that's the kind of people we want. We want somebody that will be very close to the people. Not during the election, the person comes back.
So idea of having the SSAs of various communities, it is also to bring the communities closer to the government.
To the door of governance and power,
to participate in governance,
fully,
shaping the society.
Yes.
I think I love this, and I pray that you people too, this is a responsibility. I pray that you will be up and doing and make sure that your people actually their issues to, be tabled before the governor.
Yeah, Group B, it might surprise you, all the senior special assistants to the various communities, they will be having meetings, town hall meetings with their various communities, trying to put things on the table, try to see how they can solve some of the problems, try to tell them, come out and exercise your franchise. Come out and make sure you vote. Vote according to your conscience. Let me tell you something.
According to political influence. According to your conscience.
According to your conscience. Yes, not according to political influence. Let me tell you, if you check the election of the number of people that voted 2023 and this particular one, you will see the difference. Because people want to vote. And I keep on telling you, their vote will count.
I say amen to that.
Their vote will count.
Amen.
So we don't want vote our party. We want people to come. Let them exercise their franchise. Let them vote to party of their choice. And you will see at the end of the day, it will be counted. And everything will be done open. Yes, everything will be done in open.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable Felix Ponko JP, SSA, Igbo Communities Affairs, to His Excellency. Now let's begin to pick our calls. Hello, good morning. Your name and location. Thank you so much.
Could
yes.
This is Honorable Jusad.
It's good to have you, Honorable.
Calling from Unity Junction, Apata, my domain.
That's lovely. So what do we have this morning?
What I have to say this morning is I want to greet my brother, my senior brother, and my colleague. at Golden House.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Honorable ladies, I just carry back for them.
Oh,
you're
welcome. That's lovely. Okay. Honorable Jitsat.
Could be?
Yes.
Let me tell you this. My brother was spoken very, very well.
That's good.
He's on the right track.
Okay.
I just maybe indicate people small. Waiting the government of the day. Doing very, very well. He's very, very good on PLATEAU.
Okay.
Because of the, the democracy will continue.
Amen.
For our area now, Afata, you invited you several occasions here. We know it is happening there. And the governor, honestly speaking, as I'm talking to you now, about 5 days ago,
Yes.
another development is about to come to Afata community.
Okay, it's about. Okay.
The governor sent some team to mark the road, all those lungus. You understand? So after this election, by God's grace, good thing will continue.
All right, thank you.
Where you talk at the Afata area.
Thank you very much, Honorable Jude Sats. All right, just supporting his colleague and, of course, a senior colleague for that matter. All right, Jude Sats, thank you. Your name and location. Stay tuned. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, Sadiq Umar, your line is not stable.
Yeah, I commend
Okay.
When we look at excellency, it's something that engage everybody has the governance and the issue of security that has been written. You see, the issue of security, I think the governor does not have much power. If the governor cannot command the police and the soldiers, that's to tell you that the governor must have the power. That's why we are calling for security at the grassroots. I think that the people that can able to end the kind of problem that we are facing in our midst. But you see, if the people are sympathizing the issue of the governor, the effort of the governor on the issue of security, the figures are bringing fast forward. That's why we are calling on the plateau as maybe we are celebrating independence. We should abide by what the governor has said. And as the election is coming in general, the local government and the world councillors, we should vote for the right person, especially for the PDP. That's why we are calling, because so that we can get so that the governor can
Thank you very much.
To our grassroots. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. 070-3235-3315 is the studio line. I'll be very happy if you find it worthy to be part of today's edition of Unity Train. Okay, your name and location. 1 minute. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Thank you so much for calling, sir.
This is Dr. from Toronto.
Okay, it's been a while. Let's have you in a minute, please. Go on.
I want to use the opportunity to thank our neighbor governor.
Okay.
For all they have been doing is what to say, mostly appointing my own brother, Honorable Felix Akwai, as the Suna advisor on the community.
Yes.
To be honest with you, the things have been tested. Before now, I know before now, and this is a man that has been working seriously to make sure that there is peace among communities. Here on PLATEAU.
All right.
So I'm not surprised for his appointment.
Thank you.
On the coming election that is coming, by the grace of God, I don't want to advise. As he said, you vote wisely.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that when voting, you have to go back to Egypt.
All right.
Remember, it was because of ungratefulness that many people of Israelites go back to Egypt. For the grace of God, you are not going back to Egypt. You are moving forward by the grace of God. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you. On Facebook, this one says, keep it up, Prof. God bless. Okay, good ideals, motivation, speech. I always admire you, sir. And it's coming from Mudashiru Jimo. Thank you, Mudashiru Jimo. Okay, Aminu Abdullahi Shuabu, before I read yours, let me receive this call. Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Yes.
I I forgot something when I'm making my
Please, go on, very brief. Thank you.
Please, once again, Honorable Procedure.
Yes.
Please, my brother in the studio.
Yes.
You know there's a very big problem with one young boy called Samuel that I want to find the image of our governor. And what I'm just trying to say this morning is that people have to be very, very careful. When you are making comments today, make sure you are sure of what you are saying before coming to the public and make comments. Don't use because of people sponsor you. The governor is doing wonderful things in Plateau. I don't really know from where that boy comes from or which political party are sponsoring him. But now, let him go and take the music. You know, when a monkey is dancing on the road, if you take very, very well, there is a very big baboon running in the bush. But let anybody that wants to misbehave.
All right, thank you.
So be very, very careful.
All right, Honorable Jusat, thank you. And this one from our Facebooks, Aminu Abdullah Shuaib say, good morning, Kubi, and the professor in the studio. I'm watching you live from Rikos, Yensamanti. Keep up the good work you are doing always. Thank you so much. Aminu Abdullahi Shuabu on our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. You may want to be a part of it. I will appreciate. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling. Your name? You're welcome. Thank you so much for calling Adeumi.
My take is just simple.
All right.
Not as the we want to see development in our own areas. Most especially the Ferengada road. We always appreciate the governor, saying the governor as a working governor. But there are particular areas, most especially BD area. We want to see development in those areas. We want to see and a lot of things. You understand? So this is one of the things we'll be coming and we know. But please, we still want to see more development across Plateau State. Let other people benefit from the metro bus. They are coming to HAJARKU. If that metro bus can also be coming from that area and people can be, because the transportation people are spending coming from MISALI to HAJARKU and the British area too is too much. Please, we want to see development to thank you, the governor. And on the other hand, for the man that lost his life at that day, it is so necessary. It's not easy for one to make friends with animals because it's just like fire. Fire don't understand who made it. You understand? So let us always be careful. Pray the God, Almighty God console the family of the conclude by this, Mr. Kuti. Tomorrow is Independence Day. We are celebrating 64. Mr. Kuti. We want our government to please listen to us because Nigerians are really continue to play this for a good.
Thank you so much. Each time a day we may call from Bidi, I guess his network is not always stable. So if you're calling us, just try as much as you can do so we can have you, because your inputs are of great importance to us. So we wouldn't want a situation where we don't get to hear you as clearly and as stable as it should be. Okay, so thank you. 070-3235-3315 is the studio line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling.
I am Bashir.
Bashir, one time now, Koli. Are you still there? Or is a drop call? Good morning, Mr. Kobe. Good morning, Professor P.H. Bamaye and your guest. Honestly, it's only justice, equity, and fairness that can make people to live comfortably, harmoniously, and peacefully in the society. Please tolerate one another and try as much as possible to make some thousands or millions of people happy and become merciful to them, not aggressive or appraise to them, so that God Almighty will be happy with you. Thank you at Ismail Isa Jos Enshanu. A text message there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle B.
Thank you so much for calling, sir.
Thank you, Musa Ike, for calling you from Hollywood.
Sir Musa Ike, let's have you in a minute. Go on, please.
You see, I want Nigerians to be confident in our country.
All right.
No country develops without challenges. And we are happy to be a sovereign nation.
All right.
Look at what is happening in Sudan. 10 million people displaced, and 150 has been killed. Today we just be talking about their independence. We should have hope with Nigeria. I believe we will conquer what is our problem, and I'm still greeting our able professor there.
Yes.
For having hope in Nigeria not to be dapper. We believe in Nigeria and we will all conquer it together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Musaike Kalu. Okay, permit me, dear listener, let me read your text messages as I have them in here. Good morning. Could be our amiable, consistent, and passionate analyst, Professor Bamaye, and the guest. As we prepare for the forthcoming local government elections, let's pray for its success. We, the electorates, should be ready to come en masse to vote the candidates of our choice, irrespective of tribe, religion, or political affiliations. Let's be sure if the antecedents of the candidates we are voting, they must be competent, capable, and people of integrity who have the fear of God and love for the people. Peace is priceless. Let's live in peace. God bless Unity FM, Plateau State in Nigeria. Christy Zang from Kubaro. Thank you. The poor lady, Buddy, by the father of her runaway boyfriend, pitied by good Samaritans. Okay, I prefer to say good Nigerians, all right? I held their efforts. Please, let's Barrister Zaruma advise on what awaits the boy on his return back to Nigeria. I'm Lowell Giwa from Sabon Peggy. Thank you. Barrister is not in the studio this morning. Joseph Sani Zaruma from Faringada is saying, it is expected that Mr. President's broadcast speech to the nation's independence anniversary should bring succor to the suffering of Nigerians. Have a bright day. Good day. Thank you. Zaruma there. Another text message here says, good morning, Kubi Ends. Professor, we pray for peaceful elections coming up. What we need is good governance. People should be wise to elect who will wipe away our tears and not increase the wounds that has refused to heal. Emi Longs from Agingi. Thank you, Emi Longs. I still know that I promised to be there at Agingi. Okay, good morning, CB, PB, and Honorable Felix and Barrister Z. Best wishes to you. Enjoy what is right, forbid what is wrong, and be patient over what befalls you. In HAUSA, there is a saying, wadda yayi rawa aka bashi kudi wani in yayi duka zai isha. Nothing is good as character. Look forward to see a better day ahead. Hassan Garba. Thank you, Hassan Garba. Honorable Felix is in the studio. I think he will give us the translation, Hausa version of the wadda yayi rawa.
You have said it already. Yes, right, I wanted to say something about what our brother said, Mr. Adewumi. I said it the other time I came on the studio. The governor has not started his projects. It's just a year and few months. Okay. The project he's doing is abandoned projects left by the past administration. I said it here often time. I said when he came, there was a lot of litigations, over 2,000 litigations from the courts. He called all the contractors. They had MOU, memorandum of understanding. He now told them, let us sit down and discuss. They did. The genuine ones moved back to the sites, and the ones that were not genuine vanished.
In your opinion?
Yeah.
Not opinion. In your opinion, they are not genuine, right?
If you are genuine, you should move back to the site. If you are not genuine, what do you have to do? You know, there are people that they signed contract and they collected the money and left. You understand?
Okay.
But what am I saying, sir? Just 1 minute. I'm addressing something. So this road that he's doing he has not started his own project. It's just a tip of iceberg. I've said it. So when he starts his project, he is going to make sure that everywhere where he can touch, he will touch. And moreover, the salary, what he gets, the allocation is just mega, and the revenue is not much too. The Plateau is a civil servant state. It's not as if it is like Anambra State, or it's like Kano State, or it's like Rivers, or it's like Cross River, or like Abia, and they don't have oil, they don't have anything. So he's managing the little resources. The bosses is saying, you can see that the bosses are working. When he started, the people say, after 1 week the thing will pack up. But you can see the buses are still going. So he's still having, there will be another phase that is going to touch some of the locations. The governor cannot be everywhere at every given time.
Okay.
There are places, I'm coming, sir. There are places he's looking at, and those places is where you have the job populations, and you see how you can convert the buses to for them to carry. I'm coming. So these ones he's saying it will come.
Honorable Felix,
you understand?
I know you have a lot. I will be inviting you. Of course,
it will come. So they should be patient with the PDP government.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I know you have a lot, and we'll be very happy if you find it worthy to always be here. Even if we don't invite you.
No, from next tomorrow, I'll be here till Friday.
Oh, it's okay.
It's coming to give updates.
It's all right.
Good things we are
all right,
doing
that's
here.
lovely. I have just this message on Facebook I have to read before I say bye-bye, and this one is coming from Asobagun Francis. It's been a while. Good morning, gentlemen. The Prof has been saying the right thing to be done. We in Basa local government area, especially the Bache Rukuba people, never enjoyed the dividends of democracy for the past years ago. No good to roads, infrastructure, accountability, and the life continued politically without a conscience. Francis Sobogum from Tudun Wadajos. Thank you. And this is the much we'll be able to take on today's edition of Unity Train on your radio. I would love to appreciate everyone who made this possible. Professor, for always being here. Barrister was not in the studio with us this morning, and I pray he's doing fine. Honorable Felix Afunko JP, SSA, to the Executive Governor of Plateau State, His Excellency Barrister Khaled Manasseh Mutfwang, Igbo Community Affairs in Plateau State. He's in the studio, and I truly appreciate the fact that he has been in the studio. He promised to be here on and on, so we look forward to having him keep to his promise.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, the last person that sent a text message. Honestly, Rukuba Road is bad. The governor is not overlooking that. You'll be surprised in the next budget. You see what will happen.
Thank you.
You should know that that road has been there for a reasonable time. It's not as if it's an inherited project that the governor will make sure that it.
Thank you very much, Honorable Felix.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Groupie. Thank you for our fellow listeners. Thank you. We'll be here till Friday.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much. I look forward to having you. Today is the last day in the month of September, and tomorrow is going to be the first day in the month of October. And it's 1st October. You know what that means. I pray God in heaven will help us to celebrate as we should as Nigerians. Have a lovely day. And Gas Community Broadcast comes your way. And after this and again, Hello at Works comes your way. Stay tuned and enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion?